I was down there dealing with Black Walt. So we down here doing our thing with Maestro. About 4 songs in, Rich pull up, he like, "Shit, I'm trying to put a song together for the women." As soon as I walked in and that beat was slapping, and he already done laid a verse. And Maestro, you know how cold he is. He said, "But you gotta give him something else." I said, "Rewind it, baby, rewind it, baby." Let me say, I see potential when I see you. Let me say, I see potential when I see you. How you doing this lady? Every liquor store I pull up at in the regular area, from fucking 10 to all the way to Grandview, motherfuckers is playing that shit, and oh man, the feeling is so wonderful.
Yo, 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 welcome to Skin Hing TV. I'm in here today with my man, Steve Yancy. Y'all might know him for them hooks and all kind of things like that. Wendy Williams and all kind of other shit, you know what I mean, on the Rich the Factor tracks, you know what I mean? But we gonna kind of shoot into that real quick. This is kind of special episode. We up here at Popper event real quick up at Minsky's, you know what I mean, the MKC situation. Call my man, so we gonna shoot through a little quick story real quick, and he gonna let y'all know how he hooked up with Rich and came up with the Wendy Williams track. So kind of shoot to the beginning of that real quick. How you hook up with Rich?
So what it was at that particular time, I was down there dealing with Black Walt, messing with some shit, trying to put an R&B album out. You know what I'm saying? Like, Walt came to me like, "Man, you should put an album out, man, because you one of the dopest R&B dudes out. You should put an album out." I'm like, "All right, let's go ahead and get to work." I said, "But let me let you know, I'm not regular. I'm not a regular cat. I don't do like these other cats." You know what I'm saying? Because the industry and these other niggas be playing games. I'm letting you know I'm on my shit. So we down here doing our thing with Maestro, right? Next thing I know, about 4 songs in, Rich pull up. I'm like, "Look at Cuz." He pull up, I already done known him. So I'm like, "What's up with you?" We walked in. He was in that 2-door Porsche. That's what he was in, that motherfucking Porsche. That's right, that's right. So I'm like, "What's up with it?" Boom. And then he said, he didn't say nothing that day. That was just me seeing him, right? That after some years. That was me seeing Cuz after some years. So boom. Next thing I know, we done already locked numbers and shit. Next thing I know, I'm at the house with my daughters. He hit me. He said, "What's up, Cuz? What you doing?" I'm like, "Shit, at the house with the babies." He like, "Shit, I'm trying to put a song together for the women. I want to get the women." You hear me? He said, "I know you got it. I know you got it."
You said too, I mean.
Yeah. He told me, "I want to do one for the women." You hear me? And I'm like, "Okay." He said, "I know you got something for me." So I shot on down there. As soon as I walked in and that beat was slapping, you hear me? It was automatic. It was no question that I was about to do what he called me down there to do, Scheme. You hear me?
So what year was this?
This was 2008.
2008.
Maybe 2009.
2009.
Let's say 2000.
So it's a couple months before he dropped it or what?
Yeah, it was before, yeah. About
I'm
2
trying
months
to
before
say
he
it's a
dropped.
couple months or a year or so.
Nah, he didn't wait that long.
Didn't wait that
Nah,
long.
when he,
So what-
listen, when he dropped that thing, Scheme,
All right, we gonna get into that. So
Okay.
what's the first part?
this is what happened. When I walked in there, like I said, and he had that track playing, and I'm listening to this track, I'm like, And he already done laid a verse. He had 1 verse on there already too. That was the killer. That first verse was on there. So I'm listening to what he said. He gave it to me. He just laid it right on. He already alley-ooped it to me.
So did you come with that bridge first, or you know that?
No, I came straight with the hook. No. That Let Me Say came in after. See, I did the hook first. And then after I got through with the hook, I said, we definitely got to put a beginning on it. Now, let me tell you, listen, Scheme, you like I know Maestro. because the first time I came over there to fuck with him with Walt, he already was like, nigga, you a bad motherfucker. He started already introducing me to everybody. He started introducing me to Charlie Wilson, what's the dude with the hair? George Clinton. Everybody that he brought in town, he made sure I was down there and shook their hands and, you know what I'm saying, and went on about my business. Cause I ain't the type of dude to sit around and linger around. That ain't my thing. Yeah, so man, Maestro, you know how cold he is. Like with his ear, and as long as he been in the game, he was like, all right, that hook is dope as shit. He said, but you got to give him something else. And so I said, all right, rewind it back. Let's go to the beginning. Let's go to the beginning. He turned that beat on. I said, fuck. Let me say I see potential when I see you. Let me say. Yeah. I said, rewind that back. I said, no, I'm gonna do it right. Rewind that back, rewind that back, rewind that back. This is what I did. This is how I did it. I did it one time halfway. I said, rewind that back, rewind it back. Let me say I see potential when I see you. Let me say I see potential when I see you. How you doing, this lady? How you doing? Where you going? Slow it down, little mama. Lock me in. Where you going? Lock me in. Yeah. She ain't even stop, but it's cool. Oh, that's what we do, though.
So you had it right then.
Man, knew what it was, cuz.
So was Rich in the studio?
He was there when I showed up.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let me tell you what it was like when I came out the booth. Man, that nigga, I ain't never seen that nigga smile so harsh. Scheme, you hear me? That boy was like, you hear me? Like, he was like, that's what I'm talking about. Man, I was like, yeah. I was like, man, you know what I'm talking about?
I got it. So what, about a month later, release probably?
Nigga, about a month later, nigga went on and put it out, did what he had to do. You know
what CD was that again?
That's the Corporate Tunnel 2.
Yeah.
2. Not 1, but
so now when it drops, so your name out there now.
Man, yeah. Well, the thing about me, you know what I'm saying, and I love Cuz. That's my Cuz. You know what I'm saying? Your real family, but my in the street family, I love him for that. But I had already been out here doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? But the thing was, he made me relevant in the 2000s again.
Yeah, then
that's what he made me relevant again. I was in Alabama. You hear me? I pulled off the highway needing some gas, bad as shit. Pulled off in that motherfucking Tahoe, jumped off that motherfucker, sitting up so high, I jumped out that motherfucker. I'm listening and the motherfucker was playing our shit. And I mean, they had so much music in they car. It was a drop top Chevy, like purple. That motherfucker, let me, boom, boom, boom. I said, God damn, down here, Alabama?
Like you said, even though you was kind of popping before then and all that shit, but what was it like kind of you pulling up the liquor stores and all that shit around here?
Yeah, oh no, it was a different
every club scene, every club you
go into. It was a whole different level, and I give it to my nigga. I give it to Cuz. That was because of him, and we did this song. Every liquor store I pull up at in the regular area, anywhere from fucking 10th to all the way to Grandview, motherfuckers is playing that shit, and oh man, the feeling is so wonderful because they don't even be knowing I'm me. They never know. I ain't that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be seen. I ain't even trying to do nothing but make some good music. That's it. And when I pull up and hear that, cause that shit make me feel so good, man. You hear me?
Hey, we really gonna get more into the Google story. Yeah. This is just a little quick run through real quick to kind of get y'all into it. So when we do drop it, y'all know who sitting with, even though y'all already up on them anyway. Ain't no secret who my man's is.
Bring it to y'all. We gonna bring it to
Anything you
y'all.
let these people know, you got social media handles and all
Man,
that
I
shit.
don't do all that, bro. I don't do none of
all
that.
that story. That's the story we did last time we recorded.
I told you, I don't do none of that goofy.
Hey, this my man,
I'm
Steve
so
Yancy.
real. All I got is a regular Facebook, Steve Yancy. I don't even know if it's senior or not, but Steve Yancy. That nigga gonna sing your ass to sleep. You hear me? I don't got no problem with it. I'm here with my family.
He done came through for me every time I done needed him.
Man, listen.
I got shit sitting in the
That's
with him.
the shit. That's the shit. Let me tell you about him though. He asking me about Rich and the way we did our Wendy Williams and stuff. And this my guy right here. This my guy right here that made sure every artist outside of Kansas City had to come and see him. And when they did, he said, Yancy, come through. And I came through. And I met all them guys, you know what I'm saying, linked up. We did a few songs with a few of them and all that. And that was because of who?
Real shit.
That was because of who? Scheme. You hear me? Scheme Hing TV. Y'all better get it and get it right. You hear me? I'm all up on it now. You hear me? I'm about to push it. Scheme, listen to me when I tell you what I tell you, cuz it ain't no games. I love, and you know I love. From day one, I've been the same dude. I've never changed from nobody. You hear me? I've never switched on nobody. So at the end of the day, whatever you got going on, we got going on. Okay? I'ma support that shit. You hear me? I'm talking about we gonna rock that shit and we gonna make sure everybody up on Scheme Hing.
Appreciate
I was about to say something wrong. I ain't gonna say it, all the women, my women, but we gonna have all the women. All the women. Yes.
Hey, this is a good guy, man. Like I said, we gonna get into a story. Within the next couple weeks, we gonna have a real sit down with my man. So stay tuned. Till next time, appreciate y'all for sitting with us. We at y'all in a minute.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.